Hey guys, welcome and welcome back. See Your Soul 3 with me, Lise. This is going to be a general message for my collect of the Iv. We are going to hop in and do a tarot reading. We will start off with the sacred symbols to check out your vibe, see what's going on. We'll dive in deep with the tarot, and then we'll top it off with some messages from the Tao. At the end, after that, we're going to use the divination rods. And I'm going to just ask some yes or no questions, very similar to when we did the pendulum reading, all right? And with the divination rods, these are yes or no's as well. So I'll show you right now. Is my name Lisa? You see how it's spinning like that? That's my yes. That's spirit, angels, ancestors, and guides. That's the yes. Is my name Tina? See how it crosses like that? That's my no. So now we know. All right. And please don't forget to hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe, comment, share, follow. It's a free way to support me and my channel. And without further ado, some Nag Shampa for me and some for you. I had to start this reading over. Huey and Reggie were in the room. Reggie is still here. Huey, you know, I put him down because he was getting over here. No big deal, right? But then he went over by the door, climbed up the divider that I have, this wicker divider, and he wanted to get out. So I put it on pause, but because I'm not used to this phone, I thought I was unpausing it, but really I was starting the video over. So it's a little annoying, but that's okay. Everything happens for a reason, all right? And did I already say this? Please don't forget to hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe, comment, share, follow. Hit that like button. Thank you. All right. It's help me help you. I keep making these reads. You keep hitting that like button and commenting because that also helps the algorithm and it makes it so that the algorithm picks it up and more people get the message because they get to see it more, right? Because we want to build the channel together. Over time, we will be implementing more like live videos on YouTube and on Facebook, but I did want to ask for those that are interested, I was thinking to do, let me know what your thoughts are. We could do lives on Facebook and YouTube where we can do divination readings. So at first, what I would do for the first time on this, for the divination rods, I would do free questions, one free question per subscriber. So if you are a subscriber, you can ask a free question. Or if you're a follower on Facebook, you can ask one free question, a yes or no question, and then the rods will answer. And I was thinking I could do that on a live because there's no way really for me to know your question if I'm going to record it ahead of time. Do you know what I mean? So let me know if you'd be interested in that. And then over time, as we do more of the lives, I will, be charging like the other readers charge, I think $5. I will charge $2 and we can do it through Cash App like they do. All right, but that's further along down the line. But let's begin, shall we? All right, so I've already prayed and meditated on the cards. But we're going to, anyways, one more time. Angels, ancestors, and guides, please protect me as I go through the tarot, ether, and oracle. Only that in which is for the collective's highest and best good may come through. No low vibrations, no negative energy, no high vibrations in the 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, or 11 or 12D, but the person or the human is of a low vibration on the earth realm. We're not playing that game. No, no, no. No slippery, slidey, low vibrations coming in. All right. Okay, right off the bat, I'm channeling right now. I keep hearing Gary, 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 Gary. Is there a Gary here? Does somebody know a Gary? Because that name keeps coming through. It's a man. Gary, that's what I'm hearing. So let me know if that resonates. I'm also hearing Michelle. I'm also seeing the color yellow, a house. And let's see, that's it for right now. Blue, but it's like a circle, so a blue ball or something like that. But we'll see. Okay. So show me, angels, ancestors, guides, please show me for the collective. I call on to my higher self and my higher self. I want you to connect with, I wasn't ready, the collective's higher selves and their angels, ancestors, and guides. And let's see where they're vibing at. I'm also going to be keeping these readings under a certain amount of time. That's why I'm talking fast, because as we've all realized, when the readings are over a certain amount of time on Facebook anyway, it takes forever to upload. So we're going to try to keep it at 10 to 12 minutes tops. Okay, let's begin. Angels, ancestors, and guides, show me for the collective. What are they vibing at? Give me the sacred symbol that they're vibing at. Show me their vibe through the deck. Show me the vibe. Okay, you have trust. Okay, now what I'm getting from this, obviously the trust, right? Because that's the name of the card. But if you look at it, at the picture here, so it's like a black behind, right? And then we have like the gray and the white here. So it's almost like you're trying to trust. So this is you, this light inside, right? Like this is, let's say this is the world. And, or this is the box in which you've protected, the box in which you've protected yourself in, your protective, like boundary, something like that, right? There it is there. And inside, it's like you healing, right? And it's almost like you're learning how to trust again, because look, the black is like being dissipated by the light. And what do we know? What do they say? What's that Bible thing? One of the verses, like, darkness cannot survive in one speck of light, whether you're religious or not, right? Like, you don't have to be religious. I'm more spiritual. I just know some things in different religions and spiritualities. If it hits a soul, it hits a soul. If it doesn't fly, if it doesn't fly, what is that saying? If it doesn't apply, let it fly, right? It's not going to be for everyone, but this is what I'm getting here. There's some sort of, it's like you're trying to break through to yourself. You're opening up. That's what I'm getting. That's just what's up. That's what's happening. So that's your vibe, is there's trust in the air. So you can take it how it applies, but the number on that is 16. And what do we know? If we break that down in numerology, 6 plus 1 is 7. Sevens talk about self. It also, in tarot, talks about the past. Ones talk about self, and sixes also talk about balance. So it could be body, mind, spirit, but it could be mental peace. It's just balance. You're trying to even yourself out, or it's something like that is what I'm getting. That's what your vibe is. It feels really good though, right? And at the bottom, oh, look, the bottom of the deck, you have the lightning bolt, courage. So maybe in order to trust, you have to have courage, right? And there's also yellow here. So what do we know about yellow? Yellow is the color of the solar plex chakra. So right here, your inner knowing, right? Something like that. Also, yellow is also a very calming color. So that might be like a color that you go to, something like that. Or there could have been a storm in your area where there was lightning. If so, that's just a spiritual like nod or wink to the audience that there's a message in this reading for you. Okay. Now I'm not going to take this card because it's underneath and it wasn't a part of this read, but because I was drawn to it means that there's a message here. So I think what it's saying is, because it's safe travel, it's saying it's like to keep having courage to trust because something is safe. And then we have green. So what do we know about green? Green is the heart chakra. So, which we were talking about opening up. And then look over here, bottom, soulmate. Okay. So there's that. Let's open this up more with the tarot. Let's begin. Show me, so we know their vibe. Show me the situation. What is the situation? What's the situation? You're coming. Wow. So we all know by now, all my cards are upright. So when they come out in reverse in some way, shape, form, or fashion, it was meant to. But here's the thing. I picked up the deck upside down by accident. So when the card came out upside down, it was meant to. We're going to fix that. But look, so you're coming out of some sort of sadness, some sort of like, this has to do with the trust. You're opening up. That's what I'm getting. That's the situation, is you not feeling like this. Like you do not feel how this card looks, right? Sad, like you're coming out of that, or you're working through that to come out of that. It's and I guess trust and having the courage to trust and knowing it's safe is a part of that, right? Okay. Let's see what else we have here. Spirit, show me what's in their, I wasn't ready. Show me what's in their blind spot. What's in their blind spot? What don't they, did the collective see coming? Okay, what you don't, wow, what? What do you mean? Clarify these two. Okay, okay. Now, you may not like to hear this, collective, but we know by now, sometimes we may not want to hear something, but we need to. So this is saying what's in your blind spot is be careful of self-sabotaging. You might be used to things just not working out. So it's like a subconscious, like, don't do that to yourself. Don't be waiting for something to fail or waiting for the other shoe to drop. It's, if you look at the Two of Swords with the Ace of Cups, it's literally saying go into something blind. Don't be in two minds. Just go into something like kind of blind, I guess, like at least from the seeing, because look right here, you have a knowing, like trust yourself is what I'm getting, because we also have the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Cups, part of what the Ace of Cups can talk about is trusting in self. It also talks about new partnerships, new relationships, new beginnings of things. So, you know, all in all, this, I like the way that this is going right now. We just have a few more minutes and then we have to bring the reading to a close because of the time. But what we're going to ask is, what is the advice for the collective? Oh, yes, I love this for you. Okay. The advice is to Ace of Wands, let something, like there's some sort of passionate beginning that wants to start. There's a lot of, it's fire energy, so it's the action of, it is like the action of a new beginning. So there's an act, it's like that. We all know what the Ace of Wands is, and the wands actually represent the phallic too, if like we're to get down to that, and on the literal term, like from the Rider-Waite when it was made way back when. But it's also saying too, to like, don't over intellectualize something, because you have the Eight of Swords, but you also have the High Priestess. So it's like, wow. And with these two together, this can be, look, we all have them sometimes, right? But what I'm about to say is this could be like you over intellectualizing too much, that you put yourself in a state of like panic or paranoia in your mind. You got to scratch that, because I'm hearing everything's gonna be all right, that song. So there's that. So it's like, let something be how it's gonna be, and don't over intellectualize it. Don't put yourself in a self-imposed mental imprisonment. That's what I'm getting here, because you already have the inner knowing of something. But if you think about it too hard, okay, so the best way to look at this, well, what I'm about to say is, because it's not negative, the more intelligent you are, the more that you can see things, the more that you can over intellectualize something, because you can see things in so many different ways because you're very intelligent, right? So don't just, when you start to notice a thought getting out of hand, we have to rewind it back. If we can catch it, right? You catch it and it's like, wait a minute, that's not real, that's not real, that's not real, and that's anxiety. It's like that, right? Because you already have an inner knowing of something, but you have to like move on it, or let it be so it can move. Like, don't get in your own way. That's what it is. All right, and that's what we got for this reading. We are going to ask the rods some questions. All right, if the collective chooses to follow the advice, will it turn out in their favor? Yes or no? Look at this. You see it right here. It's spinning. This is my yes. We already determined that. Yep. So there's that. If the collective chooses to over intellectualize something, will they end up self-sabotaging? There's another yes. My neck was in the way. So the rods have spoken, guys. The reading has spoken. Basically, do not self-sabotage, trust yourself, and blessings to you all. I'll be back tomorrow for another reading. Bye, guys. Love you.